finally come. The confirmation hearings are here with Hegseth. I was looking at NBC News this morning, taking a look at seeing what was going on, see if there was any issues, and I found this clip to be very, very interesting. During the beginning and the opening statements of his confirmation hearing, interrupted and ignited with many outbursts from many different people who were all escorted out of the hearing. I don't know what we're leading to in this country when it comes to people feeling like they have the right to always outspeak and feeling like they always got a platform. There, I think, a time and place for everything, and it's a little ridiculous that we're, I mean, on just public television and during something such as this, that people feel like that they can't just go onto social media and any platform and voice out your opinions instead of these public settings. However, without the dawn of technology, you know, what would we do back in the old days? So at the same time, it is their rights as a citizen to do so. But I want everyone to take a look at this clip and tell me what you think. It's very, very interesting.
Navy SEALs, Green Berets, soldiers, pilots, sailors, Marines, Gold Stars, and more. Too many friends to name. Officers, enlisted, black and white, young and old, men and women, all Americans, all warriors. This hearing is for you. Thank you for figuratively and literally having my back.
You are a misogynist. Not only that, you are a Christian Zionist.
That's number one. There's number one. The counter. It is very interesting.
I want to thank the authorities for their swift reaction to that outburst and state that similar interruptions will be.
I want to know how the hell people get into these hearings. I understand they're a public setting. I understand people get invited, whatnot. At the same time, is there an actual screening for people to get into these hearings? And to that point right there, are we just allowing, even if we are screening there, we're not asking, you know, what are you here for, or at least invitate? I don't know. It's a little confusing to me why this seems to go on within a matter of 10 minutes. And I'm going to skip just a tiny, tiny bit, and we'll continue again.
First, at home and abroad. I want to thank President Trump for his faith in me and his selfless leadership for our republic. The troops have no better commander-in-chief than Donald Trump. As I've said to many of you in private meetings, when President Trump chose me for this position, the primary charge he gave me was to bring the warrior culture back to the Department of Defense.
I think
he, like me, wants a Pentagon laser-focused on lethality, meritocracy, warfighting, accountability, and readiness.
Number two. Number two. Like, what the fuck? I wish the captions would pull up to see what they're saying. But so you get for screaming.
You may continue, sir.
Returning the Pentagon back to warfighting, that's it. That's my job.
Mr. Hegseth, suspend your remarks. Let me just say this. The Capitol Police are going to remove immediately individuals that are disrupting the hearing. I see a pattern, attempted
rather astute. I'm gonna stop there. It's like rather astute right there. You know, really, really quick to see a pattern within 2 minutes. Two people just having outrageous outcries. And again, I'm going to make the statement on who let these people in. Who let them in?
Inflicted on the committee, and we're simply not going to tolerate that.
We're not going to tolerate that. We know.
You may proceed.
You're kicking them out.
To bring back warfighting, if confirmed, I'm going to work with President Trump and this committee to, one, restore the warrior ethos to the Pentagon and throughout our fighting force. In doing so, we will reestablish trust in our military, addressing the recruiting crisis, the retention crisis, and readiness crisis in our ranks.
Members of the security force will remove members.
Get out of here! What the? Look at this clown show.
Mr.
carried
Hegseth,
out.
you may.
You may proceed.
The strength of our military is our unity and our shared purpose, not our differences. Number two, we're going to rebuild our military, always matching threats to capabilities. This includes reviving our defense industrial base, reforming the acquisitions process, as you mentioned, Mr. Chairman, no more valley of death for new defense companies, modernizing our nuclear triad, ensuring the Pentagon can pass an audit, and rapidly fielding emerging technologies. And number three, we're going to reestablish deterrence.
We'll watch one more.
First and foremost, we will defend our homeland, our borders, and our skies. Second, we will work with our partners and allies to deter aggression in the Indo-Pacific from the Communist Chinese. And finally, we will responsibly end wars to ensure that we prioritize our resources to reorient to larger threats. We can no longer count on reputational deterrence. We need real deterrence. The Department of Defense under Donald Trump will achieve peace through strength. And in pursuing these America First national security goals, will remain patriotically apolitical and stridently constitutional. Unlike the current administration, politics should play no part in military matters.
Just pause right there and just end it right there. He's absolutely right. Politics doesn't play a part in our defense and our military. It doesn't matter. Democratic, Republican, independent shouldn't matter. No matter what, it should just matter about the defense of this country and the well-being of its citizens. And for the people that are just going there to be outraged and angered, I think it's going to continue. And we're going to see it throughout the week as more and more people are confirmed and more of these trials and hearings are happening. We're going to definitely see people trying to speak their piece and speak their mind. I'm really, really starting to believe everyone really believes in that simulation theory. And at this point, they all think that walking into a store, going into a congressional hall, or even a bank and just screaming out outrage is, a public space for everyone just to freely speak their mind. And you're going to be carted out if, it's not appropriate, which it isn't, and it wasn't, and it's going to continue. I don't want to be pessimistic, but it's just kind of the road we are heading down. And I'm going to bring you more as more information comes and more clips throughout the day. Well, for the rest of the evening. And thanks for listening, tuning in. And there'll be more. Make sure you like and subscribe down below. And thanks for tuning in to what's going on. And we'll catch you later.